That's how it usually be done anyway, so we just fit right into the standard. Yo. Cause I ain't gonna lie, cause I was thinking that way, like, okay, I understand they're gonna be doing like the party at the school, but you can at least come through or come somewhere for an after party or something. You gotta be a party at the school, you know. Hey, real life. Yo. No, for real, because that's how I always do when I was a kid, you know. If we don't do nothing after school, like moms don't bring like no that Saturday, like they'll not talk about it the whole week. That way it can be a surprise for a nigga on that Saturday. I swear. Oh, bro. But nah. I was just curious about that. That's cool. Have you ever had any kids from school come over to Kyle's birthday party? that nigga was like, hell no. I would never invite them demons over there to play with my demons. Like, this nigga stupid. Oh, bro. He got a badass little boy, but he's a boy and he's little. I think he the same age as me. If not, he might be 5 because I know he was born right before me. So yeah, he already know better. Like and the kids ain't coming over here. Yeah, like if it was a Baton Rouge thing, like if she was living in Baton Rouge with me, I definitely would not mind. I definitely just to try it out, just to see what it's hitting for, because you know, even with my cousin's birthday parties, you know, it always be family. It never be randoms until they grew up, and it never been like more than 2 randoms. It's always been like maybe just 1 or 2. 3? Okay, we gotta ask them about you now. Like, hell no. This is a immediate family party only. Oh, bro. But nah. I was just curious about that shit because I just wanted to have a good birthday. But we ain't gotta worry about that for the. Huh? Oh, yeah. Not for real. Real talking shit. I'm talking about fucking birthday. Hopefully she be good enough to make it through Christmas. Shit. I still remember that threat that we made. Straight up. And like, I'm not even looking at educational toys, even though I might still come out though with an educational toy. But like, yeah, not for real. I'm getting her more leapfrog shit. Now that I see that she got a book and she like to actually use that motherfucker. Because at first I did not see her use that at first. That's why. Huh? And be done. Bruh, that's why for the longest I kept asking her, where's your Moana head? I know you tired of doing little baby doll head hair. Like, where is the big head that you can do this shit with? And she kept saying, I don't know. Because I just kept telling her, like, bro, I know you tired of this. But she wasn't. She don't care. Oh, God. But nah. Real talk, though. Like, if it don't be... I don't want to be a boring parent and give her, like, straight books, like reading books. But I do want to get her a few, cause it seemed like she liked reading, you know. So I'll really try to, huh? Word. Look, and that's what I was about to say. I was about to say that, like, I guess I have to just look up like little story time books or whatever, and just find them because show do, yeah, show do, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my eye on that. I'm gonna keep my eye on that for sure. Cause at first I was, me, I was just thinking about getting her some Marvel books. You know me, cause that's probably like the most easy, huh? True, true. Oh, for sure, bro, bro. When I was working at the fucking apartment, they had somebody left a 5 minute Avengers storybook in that bit, and I'm like, okay, like, and bruh, I was really reading that bit. That bit got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different stories in this bitch. Like, yeah, yeah. I was going to get us something like this, but I already know that it might not have an updated version or a different version of this book, so I might just, like I had to say, split it up or get them bitches to 6 or some shit. But not for real. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely get her a few books, but I want, like, most of the books that I'm gonna get her, I want them bitches to be like for the Leapfrog book, or them to be like coloring reading books, because I've been seeing like they got like a actual book, but everything's like blank and shit. That way, like, the kids can actually like color in as they reading type shit. So I want to see if they still gonna have them in stock by the time my birthday come around, because I thought that was cool. I never had that before. Real talk. I probably would have been more interested in reading if I was able to color. I swear. But nah. We was talking about something yesterday, and you said you was gonna call back, but you ain't call back. Well, I already know it was a busy phone call, so I wasn't even tripping about that. Your boy Zach Krager. This nigga only had TV show gigs for directing, and he was a character and the director of the Barbarian movie. So this nigga was directing and he had a role in that fucking Barbarian movie. So that made me more interested too. I might watch that today. But nah, what I say? Oh, weapons, bro. Just off that fucking trailer, bro. I wanted to go see that off the rip. Like, I saw that they had Julia Garner in there, and I love her. Josh Brolin in there. I was like, okay, we got Thanos in this bitch. I saw fucking Benedict Wong. I was like, okay, we got Wong in this bitch. You got 3 Marvel characters in there. You automatically got them. You're like, just automatically. Real talk. And then I saw old boy who played a character in Ironheart was in that bitch. So I'm like, okay, that's 4. Fuck it. So yeah, man, I saw that shit. I was like, okay, yeah, this movie definitely might have me, for sure. And bro, everybody been saying it's good as hell. Like, I watched the Double Toasted review about it, fuck, eating the spoiler review about it, and I'm hearing good things. Fuck, it started off at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It started off certified fresh. Like, I'm pretty sure if I look it up right now, it didn't drop no lower than 97 or 96. Oh shit, it did. Damn. It just dropped down to 94 though. That's still good though. That's still good though. I ain't gonna lie. But and I'm so tempted to read the plot on Wikipedia so bad because that's what I usually been doing lately. Like if I didn't like watch the movie or whatever, I'll just read the plot just to get like a good idea from it. But I do that a lot of times, and that's really don't spoil the movie for me like that. But I just feel like it may spoil the movie for me. It just seemed like this movie can get spoiled easily. Like that's why I'm not even trying to bring up the shit that I heard in the spoiler talk and shit. Like it seemed like this shit can get spoiled very easily. That's why they were really trying to hold that shit back in their first review. Like it seems like it's good. And they recommend that bitch to be saw in IMAX too. I don't know if every movie just trying to be shot in IMAX and just be part of the IMAX trend or whatever, but I've been seeing a lot of reviews like, yeah, this shit is way better in IMAX. Yeah, it's a fucking scary movie, so I was kind of already thinking that shit. Who the fuck want to see a scary movie and stare at the screen? Not me. But nah. There was another movie that was coming out, but it was like based off a book. But fuck it. That fucking. You saw the trailer for Him? For the movie Him.
May the power protect you.
I don't think it's Jordan Peele directed, but Jordan Peele got his hands in it, and it's starring Marlon Wayans. I'm pretty sure you heard about it, but like, yeah. Whenever you get off this phone, go watch that shit, cause that shit like it's gonna be one of those. With the staples in it. So, yeah. So that's kind of already giving you an idea of how the movie gonna be. Just with the football with staples in it and it's bleeding. Like, yup. Cause look, I started to kind of explain like the synopsis of it, but like, yeah, the fact that you already saw that picture, yeah. That's good. Huh? Yes. 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 I forgot she in that bitch too. Yes. Real talk. Bruh. And they dropped another poster after they released the trailer. I'm not gonna tell you what it is because it pops up in the trailer. But yeah, once you see that fucking poster, yeah, that's gonna reel you in right there. I don't know if it will, but it did for me.
May the power protect you.
Yup. Next month. The next month. Real talk. Real talk. Next month, and I can't wait because I've been hearing about that movie for the last 2 years now, actually. Like ever since I moved in here, I've been hearing about that movie, and I went doing my research on it, and the shit been finished. Like the script been finished, fully developed since 2020, and they are just picking it up. So movies like that always be bangers, always. Like it always be the ones that be slept on in the beginning. Like I always be thinking like, oh no, this ain't gonna do it. This ain't worth it. Woo woo woo. Yeah, yeah. That's how. And see, yo. And only thing I didn't like about those trailers is that they gave away 3 pivotal scenes, if not 4. I feel like if they would have kept them scenes under wraps for the trailer, that would have been probably the best movie ever. Not just. I just love the hype. That's it. I just love the hype. That's my problem. I love the hype. Oh yeah, Shelby Oaks. Yeah. Yeah. So you don't need to see another trailer to really keep you in. Yeah. Yeah. True. Yeah. True. Yeah. Man, if I wasn't living in a world where this shit was gonna be talked about, like every time I pull up Facebook or Instagram, I'll be that way. Like it be times to where I want to wait until the Marvel movie come out a month later or whatever, so I can watch on YouTube or whatever. But it's just like, okay, you already know this shit finna be talked about so much to where it is not gonna be justifiable to even go see the movie. So you might as well just kind of get it out the way. That's how I be thinking. Like I don't know. I be trying. But nah, Sinners was different. Like I wish I didn't see that trailer. But like the first trailer didn't even make it seem like it was a vampire movie. It made it seem like it was a crime movie or like a period crime piece. And I was like, okay, I can be Jordan in this bitch. All right, fuck it, go see this. And then the second trailer they dropped, they started adding the vampire elements to it, and I was like, oh, why? It's maybe more hype for the movie, but then again, it was like they did not need that trailer. They did not. They did not need that trailer. Because it already drew a lot of people in. Like, just from the reactions that I watched from that, it drew a lot of people in just initially from that teaser. But when they started dropping the actual bitches, it was just like, yeah, you doing too much now. And plus, I don't mind watching official clips no more, because most of the time it's gonna be the clips that's in the movie, but it's gonna be like cut down and smoothed down to where you're not gonna recognize pieces missing from it that's gonna be included in the movie. So I don't be tripping about that. But nah, they really could have kept cornbread turning, or that cornbread clip. You know, they could have kept that until the movie. They could have kept fucking showing, what's your girl name? Hawkeye. I don't know her name. They could have called Hawkeye without turning into a zombie talking about, we're gonna kill every last one. You're like, oh, now we know who's gonna turn. Like, and we already knew one of the twins was gonna turn just off the poster. Like, I knew one of the twins was gonna get it. Like, I feel like that shit was inevitable for sure. But like, yeah, they could have kept some of that shit. For sure. And the fact that they didn't, I guess that was meant to be, or whatever. That was stupid to me. But nah, this weapons trailer, it just showed like, okay, yeah, what's going on. It didn't really show big pieces or really told shit like how it's gonna be solved or what's going down. You feel me? Because the shit that I heard so much shit about that movie that was not even thought about. I ain't even gonna lie. And I'm like, oh, so it's that type of movie. Okay. Like, I guess. But no, I'm having that same feeling about that movie Him. And it just dropped the official trailer. Like, just dropped the official trailer. So, like, it's still kind of fresh. But nah. I saw an interview of Marlon talking about it, and he was just praising the director, basically saying like, yeah, he bought some shit out in me that other directors couldn't do. I'm like, okay. And I saw the one clip that he was talking about. I ain't gonna say it, but like, yeah, that I never saw that type of acting from him. And I know he had plenty other serious roles before, but this is gonna be my first serious role seeing Marlon play. Like I don't know how he is on them other movies. I heard that he played Will's dad in Bel Air. Huh? Yeah, and see that's the thing. That's the thing about it. I always been skeptical on giving his serious roles a chance. I can say that honestly because I don't know if I was gonna be able to take him seriously. But what people been saying or the clips that I saw, I'm like, okay, he trying and he's doing it. I'm not even saying he's trying like he's kind of failing at it, but like he's doing it. And I'm like, okay, maybe I need to start taking him seriously now. Nah, just from the trailers, this nigga like he finna be on some shit, you know. And I would like to see this role from him before I see other series roles from him, if that makes sense. Like that'll be my introduction, you know, type shit. Well, it won't be my introduction because Six Man was kind of a serious movie. Well, it was a serious movie type shit. So okay, I haven't seen him play a serious role since like his old movies. So like, yeah, new shit. I ain't really familiar with. So yeah, it's gonna be a good introduction. Definitely. So yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious. I can't wait for that. Definitely, since I ain't got to worry about no fucking Marvel movie until Spider-Man come out next year. And these motherfuckers, oh my god, I don't know if you've been seeing the set photos. These motherfuckers cannot hold water. Net, oh my god. Like, oh my god. Bruh, I understand the hype. I love the hype that this nigga got around his new suit. They've been dropping little castings and shit. You know, Hulk will be in there, Punisher will be in there. Fuck, they casting like Gwen Stacy. These motherfucking set photos been pissing me off. Me personally. And you know me, I do not mind shit like that because I can't get spoiled by shit. But these set photos. Oh my god. Oh my god. I ain't really see nothing like big, but like they basically kind of gave away at least 2 plot points already. And I'm like, dude, why? The movie dropped next year. We can wait. Shit. Because they ain't been talking about Doomsday ever since they saw that one little set photo. And everybody just stopped talking about it. That's how you can tell them niggas busy. Like, yeah, people start talking about fucking Doomsday, but as soon as fucking Brand New Day want to start fucking filming, ooh, we ready. I'm like, fuck, bro. I guess. Whatever. But yeah. Man, I'm still having trouble. Hello? Pussy ass. If she called back, that would be crazy, but I doubt it. phone over here.
protect you.
It was in Europe, in Prague. There was like one other person on set that spoke English, and if it wasn't like English was his first language, it wasn't crazy fluent. And what they wanted to do is do a girl scene first, and then do a double with me and the other girl, with a bunch of guys. So when I got to set, it was just not what I was used to in terms of shooting standards. I'm used to people like coming up and be like, so what kind of loop do you prefer? Like, do you need extra time to set yourself up and get yourself ready? As soon as I got on set, they were like, you're ready to go. And I was like, okay, where's the lube? And they were like, what? You need lube and Vaseline if you need it. Vaseline? Yeah. It was so crazy. And so the other girl that I was shooting with didn't speak English, but she held up a little tube when I was trying to ask about lube. And I was like, oh, okay, great, she brought lube. Awesome. That's great. And once we actually started the scene, and she was that's when I realized that it was numbing cream, which is terrible to use for scenes, especially extreme scenes, because you want to be able to feel what's happening to your body. You want to be able to feel fully if something is painful, if something's tearing, if something's burning. So whenever you use numbing cream, people think like, oh, it's going to be great because it's not going to hurt. I can just keep going. But then if you get a tear, you keep going and keep making it worse. So I got a tear during that scene. I couldn't feel it at the time, but by the time we started I still had the two double
Oh.
and that was not fun at all. Like, that's high velocity.
I feel so bad for her. This is this Wednesday show?
May the power protect you.
So Wednesday is a monster detective or whatever. McDonald's on Plank and Kiss the left, right, and the cracker lines. Who the fuck still works at McDonald's? Definitely off of Plank.
protect you.
I can't wait for Daredevil season 2. Vince McMahon says Hulk Hogan wasn't a racist. He just said racist things. I knew he wasn't a racist. I've been with him for so many years. He wasn't a racist. He said some racist things, and he should pay for that. And he did. He don't want to talk. That's crazy. That nigga said that. Oh my God. Anyways, but in the end, I think everyone saw the real Hulk Hogan, Terry Bollea, and they felt, wait a minute, this guy, he doesn't act like a racist. He's not a racist. We all make mistakes. That was a big one, but he wasn't a racist. The nigga who said nigga on live TV, the nigga who wore a do-rag because he was bald, the nigga who backstage calling Sabu R.I.P. the Taliban. Like, what?
May the power protect you.
That nigga fucked up. He fucked up for that one. Ooh, he fucked up. Oh, that is hilarious though. Like, dead ass serious too. Like, that's crazy. Nike really made an abominable snowman Nike Dunk Low, and they fire. I'm not even gonna lie. I'll get them bitches. But them the type of, man, every shoe. Every shoe. I forgot what I was about to say. Smoking on crack, yeah, I love when it's hot. So do I just gotta become a cameraman or something? Because it seems like these cameramans can turn streamers quickly and easily. Wow.
power protector.
Huh? What? Nigga, what? What?
So fucking far. All my motherfucking shit is in the closet. He ain't moved none of his shit. But you gonna come your ass over here and move my shit. And have, just look at this dumb ass shit. Look what he did. How the fuck I'm supposed to get my shit on my closet with no floor? How Tony? This is going too fucking far.
Oh my god, man says his wife stole his 95 Impala, so he removed her bedroom floor before her trip so she can't get her clothes. What?
May the power protect you.
Get your bitch ass up. What? Anime is weird, bro. What the fuck? Boy, I thought that was a nigga. You gonna let this girl grab your gun? Why would you even pull it out? I hate motherfuckers who pull a gun out and don't use it. Like, what the fuck is you gonna look? And this bitch is walking up to you, walking up to you. You got this bitch in her face. She like, she got her hand all on that bitch. Like, bruh. Is this nigga in jail? Is this nigga in jail? Like, that boy was thugging.
hit 1 million views.
This nigga better not bring up DBG.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas trying to get the song took down. Yo, we back, man, and it's crazy because I'm not even a rapper. You know what I'm saying, Chat? I'm not even a rapper. And just, alright, and I didn't even get to react to it yet either. I didn't even get to react. What do y'all niggas think about it?
Oh, that's dope. That is dope. Hold on. Boop. 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 Genius. Genius. Clemson is introducing a designated driver program for home football games where fans can register as a designated driver and get free non-alcoholic drinks at kiosks around the stadium. That is dope. That is dope. That is dope.
Power protect you.
That is dope. I would do that. I'm a thirsty ass nigga. I don't have to have alcohol to enjoy my fucking time. Y'all see, I haven't drunk a bottle on this bitch in a minute. Y'all know, if Twitch don't know, YouTube know. You already know I had that Paul on here. Not in the morning time, but you know, yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. That's cool though. That's cool. Nope. I knew it was gonna show like that, so trash, boom. Oh god.
That boy home from college for a little bit. That boy from college for a little bit. That boy from college for a look at it. May the power protect you. Y'all see his beard? Oh my goodness. The
I can't wait to have a son. You know, I'll probably end up treating Lynn like a boy anyway, but like, nah, I can't wait to have an actual son. That nigga almost fell out the chairs. That shit funny. The false rumor spread on social media. Naomi has not vacated the WWE Women's Championship. I wish the fuck she fucking would so she can get pregnant. I ain't gonna lie. Nope, I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. Nope, I'm gonna keep. Nope, I ain't gonna say it. Not gonna say it. Fuck that. Not gonna say it. People gonna be looking at me dear on me. I'm gonna be looking at myself differently. Nope, I ain't gonna say it. Nope. It's in my head. You a dumbass. Oh, you a dumbass. Yeah, you a dumbass. You deserve that shit. This nigga got half his fucking face burnt off. King Good blows up in face of content creator on live. Stupid dumbass.
Start acting like you begging on the program, ho. Tired of all that bullshit. Stupid ass ho. Be inspired. Talk to the hand. Don't talk to God about it, ho.
That bitch said, talk to the hand. Who the fuck says that? Oh, I'm about to say, why is that a big deal? Because I know she had the belt before, but nah. Bayley is currently the only horsewoman without a title. Heel turn coming? Stupid ass. No. I don't know if this is real or not, but Taco Bell about to have a new Baja Blast flavor, a permanent Baja Blast flavor called Baja Midnight. It's probably like grape, and you know, yeah. Oh my god.
May the power protect you. Yo, where's the remote? The remote? Hey, bro, get up real quick. Bro, I don't need to get up. I'm not sitting on it, bro. I don't feel it. I would feel it if I was sitting.
I think I remember this
Just in
video.
case you might be sitting. No, I'm not sitting, bro. Look, if I was sitting on it, the TV would turn on. Look, I'm moving. I'm not sitting on it. Okay. Bro. Bro, what is this on your Instagram story?
That causes friend to be the fakest one.
Like, I'm in your close friend, bro. I can obviously see this. Stand up. Bro, alright. Look, is it there? Told you, bro. Tripping.
Shit. Ah, shit. Oh god. Uh. God. Oh God. Oh God.
Yo, where's the room?
Whew. What the fuck? This nigga Charles Robinson just living all type of lives. Like tell me why this nigga is currently in the hospital after being bitten by a bat. That is crazy. Great way to start the morning. 2 a.m. and got bit by a bat. That's right, a bat. 4 hours later is in the ER and 6 shots. Jesus Christ. Bro. A bat? Oh my God. I'm pretty sure that shit is painful. I would not even joke around and be like, huh, I might turn into Batman. Stupid ass. Like, I would not be joking like that. I would be, trying to calm myself down. Start feeling that bitch again. Oh shit. Hey, not for real though, bro. Not for real. That's the type of shit I'll be on. Oh, bro, that's fucking crazy though. I was about to ask, like, where would you even be at to get bitten by a bat? But I know you can be everywhere.
May the power protect you.
And probably starting next year, probably, I'm gonna start changing my titles and shit. So instead of that bitch being the 100 logo, I'm yeah.
May the power protect you.
I just changed the live notification. It's basically gonna say come chill with D-Lo on the stack stream. Bro, why is this a rumor? Why is people saying is Naomi a fucking pregnant? Like, that's crazy. Could be out for a long time. What today is? Cause she on Raw now. She ain't on SmackDown no more. So yeah, we gotta wait till Monday. And I doubt that shit, man. She is not that stupid. Oh, she's not that stupid. She might be, but I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. And if Jimmy will put you in that situation knowing what situation you're in right now, bitch. Ooh.
May the power protect you.
And I mean, these motherfuckers talking about clubs is I'm trying to start getting paid, man. I need to get bread.
May the power protect you.
Hands on your head, hands on your head, hands on your head, hands on your head, hands on your motherfucking head, hands on your head. 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 While you working on the floor. I want that good. While you walk up in the door. Losing and I hear the words of first they gonna be begging.
May the power protect you.
What the fuck you mean? What the fuck you mean? Bitch, 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 ho, bitch, ho, bitch, ho, bitch, bitch, ho, bitch, bitch, ho, bitch, ho, ho, bitch, bitch. Da 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 da. Can you even see my shit? Look at this shit. Look at this list. I don't even know what you got to do. I don't even know. What the fuck throw awards for? Tell me that shit gets an award for. How can I out? Hold on. Ooh. Bitch, I'm low. Dick. Talking that shit in a beat. Yeah. Slide. What is the name of Simba's father? Ooh, Fiki. Stupid father.
May the power protect you.
What year? First release? Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't think it's that old. Which actor voiced adult Simba? Got a deep voice. James Earl Jones got a deep voice. But you playing Simba and not Mufasa. So like, ah. 3 out of 3. I'm smart or whatever. Yeah, we'll get back over here. Boop, boop.
May the power protect you.
Baby girl. Let me see you do your dance. Let me see you twirl. Oh, Drake. Let's kill it. Yeah, bitch. You heard me? Bitch, you killed X. You sent them niggas. How you supposed to be a gangster, nigga? But you ain't. It's a bitch.
Yeah, niggas in a walk paintball boots. This shit about to
Dungeon Ace, I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. Do not quit on God. Mini Cine sound good as fuck. No bacon needed. No plates either. Just grab them from the freezer, thaw or heat. Okay, so you do have to heat them bitches. That do look good though. I ain't gonna lie. Don't let me see them bitches. Don't let me see them bitches. Ah, that's why everybody talking. So she gonna be on the fucking Stephanie McMahon show. Like, let that girl do her shit. Hold that shit down till next week. It's not gonna be a fucking problem.
May the power protect you.
Coochie coochie. I be feeling weird, but I can't act like a hoe, but I feel like a hoe. But I gotta, oh. Why I'm grabbing the remote? Oh God.
May the power protect you. power protect you. protect you.
Something new at Tropical Smoothie Cafe? Cheers to that. Protein mango monsoon and tropical drowning passion smoothies to refresh into a whole new world. Something so close has to happen sometime. You're on tropic time now.
After that one space, it makes sense. You might have explained it already, but I didn't catch the explanation. What did you mean when you said this?
And the thing that I want to say is that, okay, I'm just going to say it. So like some of you guys' comments, okay? And I want to put an end to it once and for all. Well, not end to it, but I want to comment on it is that I miss Agent and I wish he was here. You happy with that? Okay, great. I'll see you guys on Sunday or Monday. That's all I have to say. And I will see you guys in the next one. No. Did I call you? I explained. No, it's not. No. But why can't you just sit there? What am I supposed to do?
Is he calling? Tell him to pick up on Discord. I might have to.
Can you hear me?
I can. You can hear me?
Yeah. Hello?
Yo,
Wait. Hello?
I can hear you.
No. Sorry, I'm on a new PC, so I'm trying to figure out how to work it.
Not yet. Take your time. There's no rush.
Okay. Bye.
So like, you know, courtesy of
May the power protect you.
You're totally fine. No more watching. Yeah. That's what was happening.
Can you do that little hop again?
No. Something in my calm voice, my quote-unquote
Real voice.
That's okay.
Alright, okay, chat. You know what we gotta do, bro. Just react. And there's a couple things I've been meaning to react. First things first, we're gonna react to Emperor's Creatures. We did a few last night. We're going to finish that bridge today. But before it's too late, unfortunately, because you chose to double down yesterday, this is the story.
Welcome back to ZeroSpider-Man. I'm Jesse Clemens, and we finally made it to the end of Ironheart. And spoilers! I need a second season stat. This finale got a little too heartbreaking for me, although it's featuring some major character reveals, some very highly anticipated moments. So let's spend no time arguing who made a deal with what before we all go from broke to brimstone, you know what I'm saying? So let's go over this breakdown piece by piece for all those details you might have missed. But before we get into it, Make sure to check out nerdriot.shop where you can find the latest merch. Right now, you can grab a shirt inspired from one of the biggest movies of the summer. I'm talking Fantastic Four, baby. Ooh, I'm also talking Superman, but I'm also talking Jurassic World. Grabbing some merch from nerdriot.shop is the best way to support the channel. You can even look great doing it wearing one of the new shirts I'm wearing right now. Also, I should clarify, I'm going to spoil episode 4, 5, and 6, and this shirt spoils episode 4, 5, and 6 as well. Alright, let's get into it. Also, again, I love this. Look at this shirt. I love our Mephisto merch. The 4th episode is titled Bad Magic, as we later learn Parker is absolutely working with bad magic. Bad magic, as is described, can refer to black or dark magic, in which the use of specific magic is harmful and the opposite of good magic. The episode opens with a younger John and Parker getting ready to rob a house, and John makes it clear that they've done this before, and Parker looks a lot nervous. We later learn this is because the mansion they're hitting belongs to his father. Parker and John exchange a cryptic mantra before it all goes down.
Nothing personal, right? Nothing personal.
And we'll come right back later to this, I swear, I promise. John says we'll be the ones sitting on our asses like kings in some fancy-ass mansion, and the desire to be a king comes back later when Parker makes a deal with Mephisto.
Yeah. His fancy mansion.
What he truly wants is what he gets later, the opportunity to return to that house that his father sent him away from when he was 12 years old and rule that house like a king and turn the tables on his dad, then kicking him out. There's also a play on his last name, which in the comics is Pussy. If you're watching this, you already know that Parker Rodman's dad, who owns this home, is the owner of Artworks. We found the poster for his dad promoting Artworks during the premiere, and these final episodes delve a little deeper into the relationship. Parker goes to his dad's liquor chest, which has a bottle of Glenlivet 21 single malt scotch, which retails for around $280 a bottle and has been aged for 21 years. However, there are older ones that can be considered premium, costing somewhere around $600. Inside, before Parker's rudely interrupted, you see like 2 gold bars and some papers because this man is stacked with cash. The security guard pulls a gun on Parker immediately, calling him kid, and this security guard is played by Tom Cohan, who's actually a stunt actor and has been featured in Black Panther. Then John shoots him, and we'll meet him again towards the end of episode 5, so he didn't really die here, but he does get messed up. We jump to the present day at John's memorial and Desperitos Pizza. We didn't talk about it before, but Gina found this and I thought it was really interesting. There's no direct translation for Desperito, so it's likely the owner's last name, but in Italian, Desperado means desperate, which are the types of people that Mephisto knows he can manipulate. We later find out that this establishment is where Mephisto first approached Parker. He's even sitting in the same spot in the same booth where he had Mephisto talking to him. This memorial is very sad, depressingly sad. This man had no one but his crew, which really shows how much they considered each other family. I wish the sense of family had been shown more in the first 3 episodes. When I saw how quickly they reacted to the death of one of their own, I thought, wow, I didn't realize y'all were that close, that you just worked together. Regardless, they're eating this pizza at his memorial. Interestingly, this is a front restaurant, so the pizza was actually made elsewhere. From the box marked 1971, it must be Nancy's Pizza in Chicago, which introduced its stuffed pizza in 1971, keeping it real since 1971. The box is a little different now from what I've researched, however, it still says on the side, home of the stuffed pizza pie. When Parker starts to dissociate as he thinks about John and Riri killing him, the music is listed in the subtitles as Gregorian chant music. And Gregorian chanting is more film shorthand for human influence. The song Crown begins to play. Again, this is a great soundtrack, and as Parker hangs the picture of John on the wall, the camera pans and we get the Ironheart logo. And this logo and style were leaked on Twitter a while ago. It's the crew's Rap Gifts logo. Then that framed picture cracks because Riri's in danger. You're in danger, girl. That was the last episode, but I'm not gonna stop saying that quote.
You in danger, girl.
We think that actually above this photo is Stewart's photo on the wall, which is really messed up because Parker had that man murdered. Back at home, Riri's analyzing the Hood's cloak, and when asked where it came from, she replies this.
Of course, reference this heat signature with every known energy source. Wakanda, Kree, Stark, Pym, I got nothing.
Interestingly, we know the places she's referencing. Black Panther's home, Wakanda, where she spent time, technically would have given her access to some classified information, and we know they've established outreach centers to share the knowledge and resources. So her ability to cross-check with vibranium wouldn't be hard to do. With Stark equipment, she studied and worked with the resources shared within MIT, making it easy to cross-check. Pymtech is generally public knowledge. They've left Pymtech all over during fights. I'm sure it's not a secret that someone has analyzed it by now. However, we also know that WASP has now utilized the Pym Van Dyne Foundation to implement Pym particles for global use. news, making it, I presume, easy to cross-reference for Riri as well. Kree, however, is a hard one to kind of justify since it's not really public knowledge, although there are numerous theories we can make about how she gained access to cross-check it. Carol could have shared Kree tech with Okoye, therefore some Wakandans may know of this since the blip, as Okoye and Carol were all part of the Avengers conference call, allowing Riri to find the information through Wakanda Forever. If the Skrulls have heard of Kree tech and Kamala has access to the Saber files, it feels like Riri can find an alternate path through other networks, hacking, or just on the dark web or Discord, which we know she uses. She's also constantly using an AI. They probably found evidence of this Kree tech somewhere online. There are numerous energy sources within the MCU, including many godlike ones, cosmic ones, mystical ones. I just think it's clever to give her access to the four that I spoke about earlier because it's information we can apply to the civilians of the MCU, and that's something that I'm always questioning, what they really know. Natalie says this.
Energy doesn't just pop up out of nowhere. It defies laws in physics.
Natalie is referring to the law of conservation of energy, which states that energy is neither created nor destroyed. In this case, we learn later that the cloak is from a different dimensional realm, so it's not technically being created out of nowhere, it's being displaced from somewhere else. Riri's mom brings up her dead co-worker, and Riri starts to freak out thinking she knows about John, but she's actually referring to Stuart because, as a reminder, 2 people on her team are now dead. Insane. During this scene, the bit of the cloak disappears, and Riri thinks that Parker is there, just invisible, but it reappears a second later. This is likely because it's shifting between realms, maybe trying to reunite itself with the larger cloak. Later, Zelma attributes the disappearing and reappearing to it being unstable. Or, with the slight hint of air or wind you can hear once the cloak disappears, maybe in this moment Parker used the cloak to turn invisible and the little piece followed suit. Natalie suggests calling Shuri for help, but Riri shoots the idea down, and rightfully so. Firstly, you ain't gonna find her, and 2, she'll be so disappointed with what Riri's been up to. Now on her way to see Joe, aka Ezekiel Stain, she runs into Heather, the horrible neighbor. It's revealed that she, and more importantly everyone around the world, now knows that Joe is Ezekiel Stain, Obadiah Stain's son. And this is all thanks to Riri, leaving behind the dang body image. Riri watches a news report on Ezekiel Stain's arrest, and real-life Chicago reporters Samantha Chapman and Judy Steele from ABC7 covers it. And as the news reporter tells us, Obadiah Stain is fondly remembered. So this is crushing for Zeke, who wanted to be the opposite of his horrendous father, and now publicly just looks like a criminal. Stain now faces a multitude of charges, including illegal possession of bionic technology and domestic terrorism. So he's basically seen as like Zemo, or a flag smasher, and not like, Tony Stark, or his dad. Back with the team watching the news coverage on Zeke, they argue the validity behind his dad's death, which everyone should honestly be doing. The team then teases Clown for having a crush on Zeke, and this could be a little true because once he joins the team, Clown tells Riri she has a date before the fight, and she later hopes Zeke lie to Parker, so I think there might be a little something going on, or at least I hope there is. Parker submerged himself in an ice bath for what looks like more than 11 minutes, and probably because his soul is burning and he needs some icy relief. And just a funny context, anytime I see films on screens now, I always go back to the Apple no villain clause. That's the rumor or secret or theory that a bad guy can't use an iPhone in a movie, and let me tell you, Parker Robbins definitely doesn't get an iPhone. I know he's also a criminal and iPhones aren't the most protected carriers, but anytime I see an iPhone and I see a bad guy, I'm like, I know damn well that's not an iPhone. Parker, now watching the news, gets the bright idea to reach out to Zeke, and they're essentially the same kind of people, high-profile parents with sons who believe they can do no wrong while engaging in destructive careers. Oh, I guess Arthur Robbins doesn't really care about his son. You know, but nah, you get it. Zeke is at the Cook County Jail located in South Lawndale, Chicago, and after going off on Riri, he excuses himself, and honestly, I'm not really mad at him. He's right, and this is what Dominic Thorne was talking about in interviews. Riri still doesn't recognize the extent or effect her actions can cause on people. Back at Riri's house, I'm sorry, this is so funny and on brand for these two. She's setting up cameras in the background. You can hear Shake What Your Mama Gave You by DJ Dion, and Natalie is just moving. Like, is this what she used to do when Riri was working? I love this scene so much. It's such a weird moment. The watch that Riri is giving everyone during this scene, we saw the tech in this watch at the beginning of episode 1. It's the shield bubble that Riri made for that one kid. We see it later used on her mom. Inside Xavier's room, he has some DVDs, and it's so hard to read some of them, but one is definitely Inside Man, starring Denzel Washington, Clive Owen, and Jodie Foster. Inside Man, directed by Spike Lee, is about a bank heist that swiftly turns into a hostage situation. It feels a bit like Robin Hood and explores the true evil that can lurk behind the wealth and corruption in the world. It generally aligns with the themes of Robin's team in a way. Xavier compares Riri to Spock from Star Trek, who was known for his overly logical attitude. And Riri says she always identified more with Uhura, who was played by Nichelle Nichols. And Nichelle Nichols' depiction of Uhura was credited with helping to increase the interest of black women in STEM, particularly in joining NASA. As she leaves, Xavier and Riri exchange the Vulcan salute. Oh, I still can't do it. Oh God, I'm embarrassed. Cut that out. Don't put it in there. Xavier gives more context to the show titled Ironheart when he tells Riri that under all that armor, It's a soft heart, which we'll come back to when we learn that her nickname was Ironhead. Xavier talks to her about being good or evil, and this conversation becomes especially interesting later on once Mephisto is revealed. Many people seem to keep making deals with him with good intentions. Still, those good intentions seem to get twisted along the way once their souls no longer belong to them. And you know, it's the old monkey paw of Mephisto. Riri falls asleep in her suit and wakes up to her mom screaming when she says,
"One moment I'm on the case with Scully, and the next thing I know, your watch decides to airbag me."
So Xavier's a Trekkie, and Ronnie's an X-Files stan. Everyone's got a good sci-fi taste. I can't even get mad about it. We're later taken to Stan's Sweets, Reads, and more. Right next door is Stan's Donuts, which is a real place in Chicago, but I also like to think they included this as a nod to Stan. This is where Madeline, played by Cree Summers, and her daughter Zelma Stanton, played by Reagan Aaliyah, work. Zelma transports them to the western cortex of Neverish. This is a realm introduced in the Strange Academy comics. When it's first introduced in the comics, it's a magical plane that Zelma takes to a portal to New Orleans, eventually leading to Strange Academy. She uses a transportation spell, which isn't uncommon in Marvel, but from Doctor Strange's perspective, we've seen it done a couple of times. Like I've mentioned before, Zelma Stanton was an apprentice to Doctor Strange in the comics. She was also a librarian, so working in magic secretly and in books in her everyday life really makes sense here. I've also mentioned how she got brain maggots and went to Doctor Strange seeking help, and in this episode later, we see Zelma has a jar of brain maggots that they feed on psychic energy. What I love is that Madeline studied at Carmitage, and her daughter Zelma, though she hasn't, she feels more aligned with the witches we've seen in Agatha all along. She has a sacred space where she uses an altar to practice. She even has an altar cloth and an offering bowl. Maybe it's that she saw her spells and freedom and magic as more aligned with witchcraft than with the mystic arts. However, Madeline does note that she made her own kind of magic, so it could be half mystic arts and half witchcraft, or it could be something completely new. In this brass bowl, some symbols resemble the runes that we see in WandaVision, but I believe these are actually rain marks, or character marks commonly found on Chinese ceramics. Like I mentioned earlier, this is where Madeline notes that she studied at Carmitage, and it's Zelma's Reach School, which is kind of sad, because she's already really great. A Reach School is the school you want to attend, but you generally are below the average for the typical admitted student. So, I don't think she's below average, I just think she's different. Zelma is self-taught and bemoans the fact that she had learned her skill from books and baby witches on TikTok. Zelma's magic is very interesting, and I want to highlight her subtle use of magic that often goes unnoticed. For instance, she waves her steampunk goggles away to reveal her regular lenses. The goggles feature hints of red and green, and in this context of magic and MCU, these colors are associated with Wanda, or Doctor Strange, or Chaos, and the mystic arts. And at the same time, the green could represent someone like Rio, who embodies a more earthly and natural magic. I appreciate how her character showcases the benefit of all types of magic. I also like that even in reading the tea leaves, she does the two-finger L shape that people from Carmitage learn when they're using the sling rings, or kind of like what Wanda did at the end of Multiverse of Madness when she's reading the Darkhold. Zelma then reads tea leaves to try and discern what's behind the hood, and she splats some hot leaf juice at the window. The shape looks kind of like Mephisto's head surrounded by the legendary popped collar, as was the style in the comics. Immediately threatened, Madeline then rips them out of this realm and back into Stanton's Sweets. She then tells Zelma, whatever the instinct is, it doesn't possess, it influences. Then she reminds us why this episode is titled Bad Magic.
We say there's no bad tech, just bad people who use tech. Well, there is bad magic. And it is dangerous for everyone, especially good people.
Afterwards, Riri fights with her mom about never being transparent with her, also their estranged relationship over Gary's death. And this is kind of wild, how she's talking and yelling at her mom like this. Then she presses her necklace, calling her suit, and jetting off. Riri then goes to Zeke's bunker and finds his key under his doormat, and of course, it's another live, laugh, love doormat. Riri tries to destroy a bit of the cape or analyze it, and she uses a variety of methods. Cold, acid, bomb, biological. This looks like some green goo, and it might be just used for some biological weapon, I assume. Based on the density using centrifugal force, which is an outward force created when something is rotated rapidly, the force is used to separate liquids, gases, or solids in a mixture. And I think this one says sound, which is interesting, yet it does make sense because if it carries a wave pattern or reacts to one, she wants to test it, and a blowtorch. While crashing out and trying to deduce what she's missing, Riri finally comes to realize she just can't do it. This is something she can't overcome herself, as she's been living and working solo her entire life, always finding alternate paths. This one just doesn't have one. So Riri naturally begins to have a panic attack, realizing, you know what, everyone might die because of me. When she steps out of her suit, the first thing you see at the junkyard is a frog on a tire. So there's a fairy tale called The Frog Prince. I need you guys to stick with me on this because there's evidence that they're linking to this. The Frog Prince, which was recorded by the Brothers Grimm, in it, a frog helps a selfish princess in exchange for her friendship. The princess tries to back out on her deal, but the frog persists, asking her to share her food and her bed. So she chucks it against the wall, and bam! It transforms into a rich, handsome prince, and they get married because fairy tales are weird. But But right at the end of the story, the princess meets the prince's servant, Heinrich, who explains that when the prince was transformed, Heinrich was so distraught he fixed 3 iron bands around his heart to keep it from bursting from grief. Now that the prince is human again, the iron bands crack and Heinrich's heart is free. So there's a ton of parallels here. And also keep in mind that earlier in an episode, Riri spoke to a frog in her room for guidance as well.
I know, I'm criminal. Just need to optimize the suit, so let's freaking optimize.
There's Riri, who is kind of a selfish princess who will make a deal with Frog Fisto that she will likely come to regret. But she's also very similar to Heinrich, as she solidified after Natalie's death and feels like she needs Natalie back to be happy again. And also, they love putting these little references in here. I think putting in Great Expectations was also about this. Also a reminder, this is giving Princess and the Frog, another Disney property starring a black princess. Is Riri our princess? Natalie drops Riri in the junkyard after she has a panic attack, and I really like this shot of Riri flying in, and her momentum just being carried over from her suit opening up and her stumbling forward. Dominic Thorne and the filmmakers did a really good job selling physicality of it all. Zeke escapes the prison and finds Parker's gang stealing back his black market tech from the police, and one of the crates labeled ARC-02, and I think this means for Arc Reactor, and I wonder if this was one of the Arc Reactors either Zeke or Stain was working on. Xavier's now at the junkyard, ready to comfort Riri as soon as possible until he realizes her AI is Natalie, his big sister. He's immediately turned off from that, which isn't wholly wrong for him to react this way. He's already mourned his sister differently, saving her voicemails and her belongings, and now seeing her, it's almost disrespectful. And this kind of aligns with the current debate over AI and its impact on people. Some people take comfort in seeing their loved ones again, but some, seeing this, it feels kind of foolish. Now Riri lost her suits, lost her man, lost her Natalie, lost her mom, everyone she was dead set on protecting, she ended up cutting from her life herself. And Parker was just a symptom. She is the true problem. Now with Parker and the gang, Zeke is about to turn himself out. And I also just like the way that him and Slug interact. Keep in mind, yes, they could acquire all the tech needed from Zeke's bunker, but they still don't really have a mirror. So he's looking at his reflection in a pizza cutter, because, you know, they're at a pizza restaurant. Zeke's hair is now shaved in preparation for the implant surgery, making him look more like his dad. Zeke is getting an augmented hypothalamus, spinal mesh implants, electrostatic repulsors, and an energetic displacement network. Admin to Parker, letting the hood control Zeke in the next episode. The machine doing the implants has a targeting laser built in, and we've actually seen this in the MCU before in the title sequence for Edward Norton's Hulk film, and that was a throwback to the opening of the Hulk TV show from the 70s. And just like that, it's all going down. Parker tells the team that Riri killed John, and this new job is considered a hit, and he wants her head. And the song playing us out is actually by Anthony Ramos, let's be honest. Now on to episode 5, entitled Karma's a Glitch, a playoff. Karma's a bitch, you get it? But keep in mind, when this was announced online, they shared the title of this episode with a red M, which we also from Miss Fisto, and this is just the beginning. Additionally, you know Bad Karma's gonna be attacking Riri's glitch that is Natalie, so Mephisto's really coming for Natalie in one way or another. Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. There's a normal feeling we all have now and then. Where you are isn't necessarily where you want to be. But when you're so focused on the gap between expectation and reality, then it gets in the way of your life, and it's okay to ask for help navigating these emotions. If you're feeling therapy might be helpful, using BetterHelp can help you get started. A good therapist helps you see that you're not behind in life. You're simply on your own unique timeline. They help you recognize that your identity isn't fixed by some arbitrary deadline, but constantly evolving as you grow. This perspective shift alone can be so beneficial. BetterHelp makes starting therapy easy. Just head to betterhelp.com/newrockstars, fill out a questionnaire, and you will be matched with a therapist in as little as a couple of days. With over 7,000 reviews and a 4.5 rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform you can trust. Click the link in the description, scan the QR code, or go to betterhelp.com/newrockstars to get 10% off your first month of therapy. We open at the Field Museum, which is where Natalie and Riri recorded their video together in the first episode. The Field Museum in Chicago is a natural history museum, one of the largest museums in the world. Then we get a sick shot that goes inside the suit and gives us a 360 view of the classic Iron Man helmet cam. Natalie watches the video of her and Riri discussing Thor's hammer from the first episode. And I think it's really telling that she's in her 3D hologram form. As an AI, she doesn't have to be physically present in the suit, but I think it makes her feel more human. She practices Natalie's smile before getting yanked by Slug, and then Santana's Evil Ways plays, and then we're taken to White Castle. Go Wolfpack! Riri refers to Dormammu as Dormammu, which I think is very funny, and also another insane detail which could have gone unnoticed from Zelma. She reverses time to turn the spilled ketchup into a Roman tomato. Somehow Dr. Strange used the Iron Window and the Time Stone for the first time in his first movie to speed up the progression from his chomps to the decay and back to the normal apple. Strange's examples seem tied to a specific moment for the apple. At the same time, Zelma's approach shifts from ketchup back to the original tomato without the complexities of other ingredients that are added to it. I think her magic is very powerful and can mold to different magical variations, as this feels very much like the mystic arts. However, the reality warping effect feels more aligned with witchcraft. As some of you may know, Dormammu was the being in the first Doctor Strange movie that rules over the Dark Dimension, and Zelma gets into it a little bit later, where she references Caecilius, who you may also remember from the first Doctor Strange movie. There was this road sorcerer
Silius and used to stand Dormammu in his dark magic. So he ended up with these purple scars all over his body.
I don't think she's off from thinking this is a Dormammu adjacent situation, especially seeing as in the comics, it was the extension from him. While both Mephisto and Dormammu are extremely powerful, Dormammu to me is like a conqueror, while Mephisto is more aligned with the traditional demonic manipulation, casting, and control him. Zelda makes a drawing of Dormammu, and he looks somewhat similar to what we saw in Strange's encounter with him as well. She made sure to add the weird wavy vertical lines running about his face, and I like that she thinly sketched in his body, because we never actually saw much of him in Doctor Strange, just his head, shoulders, and a bit of an arm.